Welcome to Synthetic Oil Protection. I'm your host Eben. Today we're back working on my 1959 Cadillac DeVille. This is the 6.4 liter V8 and well, that's right, it's time for brake fluid. We're doing our synthetic .3.4 brake fluid. This meets and exceeds all the specification and has the extremely high boiling point of 368 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's what makes it so good, is when it boils you get steam. So if you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe, tap the notification bell. Come on back here, and we're going to be working in our back right-hand corner first. But we're getting all of our AMSOIL products out of the trunk. And this is our shop where we have all the stuff. So we're grabbing our couple bottles of brake fluid. And we got our metal protector. So we're going to come back up front and go ahead and start loosening up this setup. So we got our back wheel. We're going to start back here. We always start at the longest place from the brake reservoir. Come on up front. And we're going to go ahead and use our penetrating oil, which is kind of like a PB blaster, but it's not quite the same, but it's very similar. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this cap here because we couldn't take it off earlier. So I'm going to go ahead and hit that. And that should be loose. We're going to go ahead and give her a shot. I am in total shock. I tried to open this up when I got this car in Arizona. About 3 weeks ago, I drove it back. And I wanted to check the brake fluid, and it was frozen. And I was like, I didn't want to break the tabs off, these little plastic ears on the reservoir. And I just sprayed it with the MP, and I put literally like 10 pounds of torque, and it just came off like butter. I can't believe how good that MP metal protector is. So now, it just started to move like butter. So let's see what we got. Oh my God, that is amazing. It just turns like nothing. Well, I guess with your fingers it's still tough. It's still tough with your fingers. That just blew my mind. How easy that turned. Wow. Let's see if I can just get it. Wow, is that tough to do by hand? Wow. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. Wow, look at all that junk in there. Wow, we're gonna pump it out. Let's see what comes out. Oh my God. It looks like sludge in there. Let's see what comes out. Wow. Yeah, those brakes were really spongy. It's like a milky, oh, look at all the particles. Oh my God. Look at all that crap. Holy cow. That is scary. Crazy. We're going to do a lot of pumping to get it to run clear in this one. Wow. There's not much in there. Wow. Not much at all. Alright, so I want you to see this cap before I spray it with the Simple Green, what it looks like, all the corrosion around it. That's why it's so hard. So we're going to go ahead and spray it. Missed it a little bit. And this is diluted 5 to 1. So I have 5 parts water, 1 part Simple Green. So it's not quite as hard on it. And it's a great degreaser. I love the Simple Green. And let's see what we got. And that's what we got. Take a look. Look how clean that is in 2 seconds. And this is what came off. Alright, we got a nice clean piece of towel. Here we go. We're going to mist it a little bit with Simple Green, not much. You want to make sure you don't get really any water in there. Definitely don't want to, but here we go. Let's see what we got in the threads. We're just hitting our threads. Let's see what comes off. And all right, that's what came off our threads. Now we're going in with dry towel all the way down to the bottom. Let's see what we got. Here we go. Dry towel all the way in. All right, we're coming out. Here we go. Whoa. Look at that sludge. All right, I wanted to show you what this MP does to give you a perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and hit these threads a little bit. I want you to see how this thread's on here. All right, here we go. Take a look. That's rock bottom. Here we go. Coming back off like butter. All right, so now you see what MP does. All right, we're gonna go ahead and put in our .3.4 100% synthetic brake fluid. All we're gonna do is fill up the reservoir. Here we go. Go ahead and top her off. Perfect. And now we're going to go ahead and start bleeding the right backhand corner, which is the longest brake line. And then we go to our second longest brake line, which is the left backhand corner. Then we go to our right front hand corner and then the left front hand corner. You always start at the longest brake line first to the shortest. Our fluid reservoir full of fresh fluid. Now we're going to go ahead and put our cap on and start bleeding.
And action.
All right, now the time to pop off our back cap here. All you do is just grab this, turn it out. It just falls right down. That's it. Should fall down. A little bit of a shtick with it. And what it was is that just unlatches, and this was actually fell down in between it, this rubber. So we're going to actually re-push this back on, silicone it a little bit. We're going to MP metal protect this so it protects the rubber, protects the metal, and it doesn't allow it to corrode and rust. You can let your foot up.
Letting up. Foot's up.
All right, now go ahead and press.
I'm pressing.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and open up the screw. Here we go. We're going to open her up, and it's a tough angle. Now she's open, and you'll see it coming out. It's like sludge, black sludge.
At the bottom.
All right, he's at the bottom. Now we're going to go ahead and tighten it back up. We're going to tighten up just like that. It's tight.
Let up.
Yep.
Okay. Letting off.
All right, now he's letting it back up. So now it's filling the cylinder up. Now we're going to go check the cylinder, but I want to show you how dirty it is. You can see how dirty that hose is there. Super dirty and clunky and junky. Go ahead and top her off. You see where we're at, see how much we used. We pumped her about 7 times, so you can see it's really went down. So now we're going to top it up and go ahead and keep feeling. Let's do it. All right, here we go. All right, you got to see the stuff that's coming out of here. So that's what's coming out, so I'm going to go ahead and put some right here. Take a look. That's what's coming out of the brakes. All right, we're going to go ahead and finish until it runs perfectly clear. We're going to do our last top off, and we're going to go driver, but I wanted to mention one thing. Yesterday I hit the bleeding screws, the little nipples, with the MP Metal Protector, And what that does, it's a penetrating oil, very similar to PB Blaster. And it also prevents rust and actually drives moisture out of the threads, so it's very important. And we're going to go ahead and top it off, so hit all your threads and your brake components with that MP Metal Protector. And now we're going to go ahead and do our last little top off. Let's see what we got. There we are, good to go. Go ahead and show hitting the all your metal components down here. Really good for all your metals, all your metal bolts, and now you don't have to worry about any more corrosion. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. Click the little notification bell, that way you'll be notified when we go live on Thursday night. We just got done doing our brake fluid, and now we're going to take her around the block, and the brakes feel a lot better. And yeah, see what we got. Let's test them. They still feel a little soft, but they're much better. Feels like there's less pull. I think there is some air pockets in there with the as the fluid breaks down with all the moisture, you actually have air that develops with heat, and that oxidizes everything, hence all the corrosion and the rust. So yeah, the brakes feel a lot better. We're going to be back to go in there to some of the parts, and we're going to go ahead and pull them apart, lubricate all the springs with the MP Metal Protector, and yeah, the car just keeps running better and better. Wow, feels good. And there's 55. Take a look. Smooth as silk. We did an engine flush on this. We also did the motor oil change. We did the radiator coolant. We did the power steering fluid. We're going to get into that more. We also tapped the rear differential. There's a whole playlist on this video. I'm going to put that right here in the corner, and you can check that out. And we're going to be headed to SEMA too. So SEMA Car Show is coming up here. We're going to be there live, so definitely check that out. I'll be there. If you're there, stop by, say hi. And also, we got Thursday Night Live, which we do every single Thursday. That's 6:30 p.m. Las Vegas time, where Jeff and I, is a master mechanic, we answer all your car questions. So we'll be there to answer all your questions. All right, we'll see ya.